Good morning. I'm honored to welcome everybody here to the Library and Learning Center groundbreaking ceremony. My name is Chris Wellman. I'm Director of Facilities and Public Safety for the college. And before we start this morning's program, I'd like to acknowledge our distinguished guest speakers. Joining us this morning, we have Rick Hager, SCF Board of Trustee Chair. Big round of applause. Kathy Coleman, SCF Foundation Board Chair. Juliana Arias, SCF Student Government Association Vice President. We got Meg Hawkins, our SCF Director of Library Services. Everybody knows Ted Williamson, Descartes. I'm joking. He's been an awesome designer along the way. He is the architect of record. We have Rick Lentz, Executive Vice President of Cutler Associates, our general contractor. Representative Jim Boyd. Senator Galvano. And Dr. Carol Probsfield, President of State College of Florida. I would also like to welcome our distinguished guests, our state and local elected officials, candidates for elected office, SCF Board of Trustee members, SCF Foundation Board of Director members, dignitaries and community leaders, friends, family, SCF students, faculty, and staff. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedules to be here with us today. Your support means a lot to the college and all of us. Today is a very important day for the college. It's also a very exciting day for us. We're going to witness the groundbreaking ceremony and the official start of construction for the Library and Learning Center. We need to make some noise for that. So a few years ago, we received half the project funding, which enabled us, working with Ted Williamson, to complete the library design. July of this year, we received the second half of the funding, which enabled us to bid the project and award a construction contract. The Library and Learning Center, with a $17.6 million budget, is a 63,000 square feet, two-story building. It's located in the heart of the campus, which is going to allow ease of access for students, faculty, staff, and the community. It's a high-performing building. It's got integrated technology, high energy efficient systems, and the ability to provide maximum comfort to the occupants. It's also designed with flexibility. So to accommodate future changing needs of students, faculty, and staff, we'll be able to address that for many years to come. Several of the features includes a one-stop student service center, group and individual study areas, technology maker spaces, editing suites, a collection area, a student living room, technology-driven classrooms, large multi-purpose meeting rooms, archive rooms, a student outdoor balcony area, a film production studio, cafe, and seminar room. This will be an incredible building to ensure student success. With that said, please help me welcome to the podium Rick Hager.
Thank you, Chris. What an exciting day today is. Having been a student here back in the 60s, To see this kind of technology come to campus is great. I will relate a little bit of my experience on the board to you. About 3.5 years ago, we said, we need to raise $20 million for a library. And I said, what? $20 million for a library? You've got to be kidding me. We'll never get that approved. Well, it wasn't just a library. As you heard Chris go through the litany of things that are going to be in that building, is a technology center, and it's more than just a library. It's a learning center, a resource center. It's a lot of different things, and what an exciting way to kick off our 60th anniversary. As we look back at that technology, and it's so important because our students today, that's their library, is it not? We're going to have the technology in there where they can bring it up on a screen in there and they can collaborate with fellow students, they can collaborate with a faculty member, and then they can just simply download it to their phone or their laptop or tablet. What great technology that is. With that said, I'm going to keep it short because they're going to get a hook out and drag me away. But there's a couple of thank yous that I need to place right now. The first is to Representative James Boyd, for without his help and without his compatriot here in Senator Galvano, we wouldn't have gotten that money. They led the charge. Jimmy opened doors for us, Bill opened doors for us, and we certainly worked through it. And our local delegation, who was superb and supported, and it was always, well, whatever Jim and Bill say, we're going to go with it. But Senator Dieter, Representative Stubbe, Representative Pilon, and Representative Rusan were all very, very good resources for us up there. We have a lot more to do. Part of the deal was they got us the 17.6, but we have to raise $1 million through the foundation, and you're going to be hearing a lot more about that. And that's going to pay for some of that technology, and that's not going to be a one-time occurrence. That's going to be an ongoing occurrence. We're going to have to keep updating that technology as we go forward. So the foundation is going to be looking for that help. So if you've got any extra money laying around, see Cassandra. She would be glad to take your check or your money. And with that, I will turn this chair back over to Chris. I told you it wouldn't be more than 3 minutes.
Thank you, Rick. Please help me welcome Kathy Coleman.
Thank you, Chris. SCF Board of Trustees, Dr. Probsfield, faculty and administration, Foundation Board of Directors, and we have quite a few of those here today. I'd like to recognize them at this time. If you would please stand. We have Jody Allen, Pam Swain, Chris Romine, Lisa Bristow, Mike Fuller, Chris Fowler, and Victoria Schultz. I wanted to recognize these individuals because they have committed to raising $1 million through cultivating relationships in our community for the state-of-the-art Library and Learning Center. The Board of Directors are committed to connecting donors' passions and regional partners with SCF's foundation students, faculty, programs, community, and capital needs. We would like to encourage you to reflect upon the spirit of this day and consider how you might help open doors to fundraising opportunities within your own network of influence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. Now help me welcome Juliana Arias. Big round of applause.
Halo, selamat pagi. Saya senang bertemu dengan Anda. In Bahasa, this means good morning. I'm pleased to meet you. In spite of being over 10,000 miles away from Indonesia and never having contact with its people, I am thrilled of exploring this nation. Yet, it is not only this country that I have seen through literature and information guides, but a startling world much bigger than mine. My passion for exploring different cultures and exciting traditions has shaped my life, from choosing to double major in international relations and economics to finding an intense source of happiness in trying to communicate in different tongues. Undoubtedly, I owe this feeling of glee and freedom to the books who have served as the provider of my dreams and the libraries who have opened their doors for me. As of 6 months ago, I barely knew how to pronounce Jakarta, and much less had been able to read in Bahasa. However, it was SCF's Bradenton Library, the one who helped me to fix this issue. One afternoon, after checking an email announcing that I had been selected to participate in a UN model as a delegate of Indonesia, I entered the library with an unsettling thought, thinking how difficult would it be to represent a nation from which I knew so little. Notwithstanding, as I climbed the last steps to the second floor, my concerns and doubts disappeared. I was home. Sarah Scott Harley Library is special. It is an environment where everyone can find something to feel comfortable with, and where despite its silence, it is a warm and candid space that allows minds to grow, classmates to meet, and long word counts to be attained. Moreover, the new library would also serve as a spot for eager artists who will want to print their designs in 3 dimensions, for technology fans who will relish the 270-degree screens, and, of course, for the curious who dare to dive into the works of the great minds. So, should I be afraid of my performance in the UN model? No, certainly not. I have had the fortune to have the support of SCF's Bradenton Library. It has presented me with all the possible intellectual resources I will need to act as a diplomat of Indonesia. Yet, most importantly, it has also given me the opportunity to see the world through its books. And as an Indonesian, I would thank you. Terima kasih banyak.
Thank you, Juliana. Please welcome Meg Hawkins.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Hello. It is my very great pleasure to be here today. Thank you to everyone who has worked to make this day possible. Today's libraries are no longer book warehouses. Students have adopted digital technologies leading to changes in learning and study practices. In response, academic libraries have been shifting in what Scott Bennett, emeritus librarian from Yale, calls a book-centered paradigm that emphasizes individual study of documents to a learning-centered paradigm, learning in multiple ways. To support this new paradigm, we must now provide what urban sociologist Ray Oldenburg calls a third place, neither home nor work, a space accessible to all. At SCF, our new library has been designed to be this kind of place, a place to bridge technology gaps, access knowledge, hone information literacy skills, and build academic success in an environment that fosters the ability to find, create, and share knowledge. An educated workforce is a requirement of future economic growth, and the library of the future must be a place with many functions, but one goal. At SCF, that goal is to help our students succeed academically so that they not only prosper here at SCF, but beyond. A recent study in the publication College and Research Libraries indicates that students who use the library are 9.5 times more likely to stay in college during their crucial first year of study. And because employers want candidates who know the difference between a web search and research, this library will transform lives. With dedicated librarians and the best possible library building and resources, we can help our students succeed. A new library is a once-in-a-lifetime event for a librarian, so it is a very great privilege for me to participate in this groundbreaking. This library is a legacy from all of us to our future students and to the people of Manatee and Sarasota counties for decades to come. may I say, from the team of SCF librarians and staff, thank you.
Thank you, Meg. Ted Williamson from Williamson Descartes.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I'd like to begin with thanking State College of Florida for giving us this opportunity to design your library facility. When you design a facility, it really takes a team to really develop that facility. And here at State College, you have a wonderful team that worked with us. You know, Chris with facilities and his staff, Meg, the librarian, and the prior librarian, Tracy. We had, Julie Jakeway and Gary were very supportive in going throughout the design process. We had a couple board members, Carlos Baroff and Charlene Neal. Were very instrumental and really, they were on the committee and really guiding us is what's important, for the college here, as well as with Dr. Probsfield, as far as really what's important. So you have a great team here at State College of Florida. It was exceptional working with them, and it's going to be a great facility here for the college. And we're also looking forward to working with Cutler Associates. We've worked, designed many projects and successfully with them, and they're a great member of our team, and we're looking forward to producing a great project here for you in sometime next year. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Ted. Rick Lentz from Cutler.
Good morning. As Ted says, we've worked together on a number of occasions and been very successful. We've just had a few meetings already with this group, and we already get a sense, and you get a sense of what a partnership is truly going to be about. And that's what we bring to the table. We look at every opportunity as being a partner. And I know that I'm going to get to know Cassandra very well and Chris. We really do get involved with the customers that we work for. Mel Cutler started this business back in 1974. And his mantra to all of us was always give back. And he started his own personal foundation, which has got a lot of money in it these days, and he's been doing that all his life. And so he's taught us the value of that, and that's what our business is built around, is developing partnerships and giving back. I sit on a number of committees where other Pasco Education Foundation, Hillsborough Community College Foundation, Hospice in Tampa, I do a major fundraiser for them every year. It is just part of what we do, and we're looking forward to having some opportunities to talk about how we can help you to raise that money and meet that $1 million goal. We're here to help, and we're here to build a great building. We're happy about this. We're very proud to be here, and thank you very much for allowing us to have this opportunity. We're looking forward to hanging this picture of this building on our wall in our office soon, and now we just want to go dig some dirt, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick. Representative Jim Boyd.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Rick, you said Bill and I had about 30 minutes between us. Is that? Yep. Just kidding. Chris will get the hook out. Just kidding. What a great day this is. Dr. Probsfield, faculty, students, boosters, supporters. This is a day we've all been waiting on. And I'll tell you, for over 60 years, or close to 60 years now, this has been a light of education in this community in Southwest Florida, and something that I'm very proud of. I was here back in the day, not quite as long ago as Rick, but a little bit longer ago than Senator Galvano, and this made a big difference in my life as I prepared to go to college in the University of Florida, which happens to be in Tallahassee, but we'll talk about that later. But really, this gave me a great foundation and a great preparation. We're not here today because of accident or because things happen. Senator Galvano and his colleagues in the Senate, my colleagues in the House, and a gentleman that Bill introduced me to when I first ran for office, Eric Fresen, who was a representative from Miami, ends up being the appropriations chair in the House. And I will tell you, there was no bigger advocate for State College of Florida in this initiative that we're embarking on today than Eric Fresen. He kept it in the budget. He kept fighting for it. He worked with his counterpart in the Senate on the appropriation side. And because of him, because of his efforts and because of his passion for what we were trying to do here, we're here today. So I thank him from the bottom of my heart. Also, our budget chair at the time, Richard Corcoran, and then our speaker, Steve Crisafulli. Everybody fought on the House side, as I know Bill will tell you they did on the Senate side as well, so we could be here today. So I don't think there's any better example of why we're here than Juliana. That was a brilliant presentation, Juliana. And not just kids from this, or students from this community, but from all over the world are looking at Manatee County and Sarasota County as being a great place to get an education. So ladies and gentlemen, what we are starting today is going to have impact for thousands and thousands of students for a lifetime to come. So thank you for all you do to make this happen. Thank you, Bill, for your part. Carol, thank you for all your leadership here, and let's just celebrate this great day together. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Boyd. Senator.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, good morning. This is a great day, and Jim, I'm going to disagree with you on one thing. Eric Fresen was a phenomenal chairman. He was a great advocate for this funding. He did a magnificent job, but I think you were a greater advocate. You truly were. And it was a privilege to work with our delegation to bring these dollars here to Manatee County for this wonderful project. Well, it's not just a great day for our community. It's also a great day for the Tampa Bay region. And it's also a great day for the entire state of Florida, because the impact that State College of Florida has is not just local. It begins here, but it extends throughout the state and, frankly, throughout the United States. And the graduates from this school bring economic opportunity. They create jobs. They are innovators. They do so much. And so by supporting this at the state level, we are simply making an investment in the state of Florida and in the future of our great state. So I'm very proud to have been a part of it. And like Jim, I've spent a good bit of my life here, not 7 years like Jim Belushi or John Belushi, but I did graduate from then MCC, and it was a phenomenal stepping stone or beginning, not a stepping stone, a launch for me into my career. And this institution is very special to me, and there's a secret that President Probstfeld knows, that I've made a tradition on Election Day to have lunch here on this campus. It brings me back to where I began my adult life and reminds me of how important the early steps are. And so it's a privilege to be here. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to grabbing one of those shovels here in a minute. And congratulations to all of you and to all of us.
Thank you, Senator. Dr. Carol Probstfeld.
Thank you, Chris. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today for this much-awaited ceremony. It's fitting that we kick off the recognition of our 60th anniversary when we're also beginning the building of what will be one of the most significant buildings that we've ever built on this campus. It's the centerpiece for the future of the State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota. I know I'm batting cleanup, so my remarks are very short. I just wanted to thank everybody that is involved in this. You've heard from them this morning, but in particular the legislative delegation for making this a reality. We've worked several years together, and we wouldn't be here without your continued support. I don't want to repeat the things that you've heard before, but there's one thing that's near and dear to me, and many of you have heard me say this over and over again, and that is that it's all about the students. Everything that we do is all about the students, and the significance of this library and learning center couldn't be more about our students. That's what we're building it for, and it will have an impact for generations to come. For everybody who has invested in us, who's invested in this building and will continue to help us invest in this building, you truly are investing in generations to come. Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to ask the speakers to join me with donning a hard hat and putting these shovels to work so we can begin construction on our library and learning center.
This is probably the most significant structure that we've put on this campus since the original campus was built in 1957-58. And why is it important? Because it embraces the new technologies that are coming in today, or they're here today and coming in the future. Without that, we can't be on a par with the rest of the universities in the state of Florida. Right now, as we look at it, if most of these students are tech savvy anyhow, but if we go into the learning center, as we call it, there's a traditional library there. It takes up about 20% of the square footage. The rest of it is all new high-tech stuff. And it's team learning, it's collaborative learning, it's team teaching, collaborative, where the faculty can actually come into the screen and talk to the students right there, and they can download the material onto their tablet or their even their cell phones for that matter. And so the building has to be technology current, but it has to also be able to change, because that technology changes, just like the iPhones. It's one every 6 months. And we've got to be able to change and transition as that new technology comes. This building gives us that capability. 47,000 graduates over 60 years of this college being in town. As you go around town, I run into friends all the time that are alumni, just like I am. We got our start here at this college because it's affordable, it's local, and those of us that didn't have the money to go just directly to the university were able to get our college education and then go on to the University of Florida or Florida State or USF or UCF. So very important for our community to have this college here, and at much lower cost than having to go to the other colleges. So, you know, we have a very valuable institution for Sarasota, Manatee County right here. Education is changing in some respects because, as we hear on the news all the time, the cost of an education is continue to climb. Credit hours at the universities are $300 a credit hour. We're at $100 a credit hour. USF, right across the street there, at a $185, $190 for a credit hour. Cost is a major concern for us. We have Pell Grants for the lower income people. We have a lot. Where it's being crushed is in the middle class. We've got to do more. We've just got to do more to keep that cost down and to stop the student debt, if you will, because that's a major problem for graduates as they come out of college today. Well, as you can see from the billboard behind me, what a great addition, and I can tell you that Chris Wellman and his team have worked, and of architects have worked hard to get to that. Carlos Baruf obviously had a major hand in that initially, because when it was first brought to the board some 5 years ago, it was much larger and grander, and we had to pare it down because we couldn't have gotten the funding for it. So we can thank Carlos for that. He was an instrumental part in getting the building to the design that it is at, and working with Chris.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of State College of Florida Foundation, our staff, our students, and faculty, the Foundation's role will be to raise $1 million for the technology, the spaces that will have the impact to workforce and our economy in Manatee and Sarasota counties. Yes, we do. Our Avenues to the Future will be February the 25th, 2017. We invite everyone to come to our Bradenton campus to really experience and work with and visit with and share in the dynamic areas of paralegal, as well as biotech, our natural sciences, our health-related professions, as well as our robust music program and our art and design students. This has been a double-digit effort to gain this beautiful library on our campus. It has areas that were specifically designed by our students, our faculty, our librarians, so that it will really add to and support our robust and fine academics here at State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota.
Oh, absolutely. And it is truly about the future. And it is about the future not just of our community, but the entire state of Florida. And I'm very excited to be part of it here today and to see that this is becoming a reality. Oh, it's vitally important. You do not have $17+ million projects come to fruition unless the community works with the legislature and the legislature works as a team with the community in order to achieve it. And with the faculty and, of course, the leadership of President Probstfeld, as well as the board, that those are the key ingredients that make something like this a reality. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You cannot have a project of this magnitude just come on the screen, so to speak. It has to be well thought out, it has to be planned, and then the advocacy has to take place over a long period of time. It means a great deal to me. This is our college here. This is part of our home here in Manatee County in Sarasota. But for me personally, being a graduate from then Manatee Community College, it's my alma mater. And so I'm thrilled to be here, and I love the fact that we have so many wonderful people and community leaders out here to show their support.
The reality is, in Tallahassee, there are 160 of us, in the Senate and the House, and everybody from every community has needs. So we had to work hard and long to advocate for our community, but we had some good friends, and with Senator Galvano's help on the Senate side and our work on the House side, we were able to bring it in for a landing, which I could not be happier about. Yes, I give Senator Galvano was kind in recognizing me, but Eric Fresen, who was the appropriations chair in the House, fought tirelessly for State College of Florida's needs, and I advocated. I was in his ear. I talked to him. I worked with him. But at the end of the day, he gets to say what's in the budget or what's not, and he was the one that kept it in the budget and fought for it when it was other competing interests. But so I give him an immense amount of credit for this. Well, the way that we educated when I was students when I was in school back in the 70s, late 70s though, it's altogether different than today. We're technology driven, we're kind of a global network of education opportunities. So this just takes us to the whole, to the next level and prepares us for the future. So it couldn't be better timing. And as Dr. Probstfeld said, at the start of their 60th year in operation, it's a great time for this to begin. I think it plays a very significant role in just not our community, but our region in Southwest Florida. So many opportunities here, so many different education venues for students to pursue. And so it's a great, as I think Bill Galvano said, it's a great launching point for a four-year degree somewhere, after you leave here. So it's huge, the impact here. And I'd like to say, too, Dr. Probstfeld has done just a marvelous job over the past several years of kind of getting the university, or the college, back on track and kind of back as a real force in our community. So I give her a lot of credit, too, for the good work that she's done and that I know she's going to do for years to come.
Well, it's very exciting that we're having the opportunities today for this groundbreaking because it coincides with the 60th anniversary of our college. So while 60th anniversary is a milestone, this building is probably the most significant building we've built ever on this campus. So it's pretty exciting that we're having that happen at the same time, but more importantly, this is for our students and this is for our community. This will shape and form our students, our college, and our community for generations to come. Well, this is something that we've been thinking about for a long time. We do know that the more students use the library, the better their grades, the more successful that they are, the faster they graduate. So to be able to provide that kind of opportunity for our students is very core to our mission. So as I said, we've been working on it for some time, and today marks actually starting to bring that vision, that design to reality. The design process was really exciting. We had students involved, faculty involved, members of the community involved. So it's really not your usual typical library. It's something entirely different. Books will still be there. They will always be part of the library. But this library will be far more interactive, bring a lot more technology to play, and a lot more collaborative opportunities for learning. Well, this is a whole year of celebrating. I've always been a fan that you celebrate the whole month of your birthday. Well, for us, we're celebrating the whole year of our birth year, and we have a number of different events planned, utilizing the Neal Auditorium that has been just completely remodeled on the inside and is absolutely lovely. Watching this building develop is another part of our 60th anniversary, and we're taking the events that we have throughout the course of the year, and we're just amping them up to really celebrate that anniversary. So I hope we'll see people on campus for our Avenues activity in February, where we'll have fireworks. We're opening it up to the community, and we're going to showcase not just the music and arts of the institution, but all of the academic endeavors of our college. So look forward to seeing everybody here then. Wow, that's a great question. We have a 5-year strategic plan that we've completed the first year of, and all of that is surrounded around outstanding students, outstanding faculty, and meeting the needs of our community. So those are going to be the three themes that you're going to see in everything that we do. Specifically this year, we're bringing our Gator Engineering program to our Venice campus. That's very exciting for our students. We're graduating our first group of sixth graders from our collegiate school who are now going to graduate as seniors from high school with their AA degree. So there are a lot of landmarks that are happening throughout the course of the year.